Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today we are going to be working on yet another butcher tool. So we will be forging a concave butcher tool. We have already forged a flat or straight butcher tool, and we have already forged a convex butcher tool. So now we're going to prepare our billet, like in our other videos, to make our concave butcher tool. So we need to take and square this up. Just like so. And then we can go on to take and actually pulling out our tapers. So a few things I want to talk about here and in this video is the reason why I'm breaking up these videos into 3-step processes. This is a step 1 of this particular butcher tool. That way you don't have to watch all the videos in a particular series to get at the information that you're needing. Excuse me. You need to take and be able to access step 1 of whatever the process was, step 2, and step 3, yada yada yada, right? Hardening, tempering, the whole bit of that particular tool. Each tool will have a little different information that is valuable and crucial. This stops me from having to make a 3-hour-long demonstration on all the ins and outs of it. I can break up that information amongst all the tool video series. So we're going to be having quite a lot of these, so if you don't feel like watching a forging video again, go on to the next one in the series. If you feel like watching the video, just support the channel, that's great. You know, if you get tired of the series, watch some of the other videos that I'm producing on the daily. So with that being said, it's important whenever you're working spring steel to make sure that you don't work it at this color temperature. If you do, you're introducing stress to that spring steel. You want to bring your temp up very slowly to heat, and then you want to take and hammer on it until it gets down to what I would consider a very dull orange to a bright red. That's when you want to stop hitting on it and put it back in the fire. So that's what we'll do now, and we'll come back out and we'll go ahead and draw out our first taper. Okay, so now we've got our struck end drawn out. Something I want to point out on the struck end here, or I mean the tool end or the working end. Something I want to take and point out here is you want to draw it a bit beyond what it is that you want your final size of your chasing tool to be. So that being said, so I want this to be 1/4 inch. Now you should be making this to 3/8 of an inch or 9.5 mil. I'm making my set to 1/4 inch because that's the set I need. Basically, you want to draw that out just beyond maybe a 1/16 or an 1/8, beyond what you need, so this way you can grind or file back to the exact size. Once you've got that drawn out, you're going to flip it around and you are going to go ahead and hammer out the other side, just like in times prior, trying to keep everything nice and squared up. So don't forget in this direction to go ahead and knock off your corners. You don't want these to be nice sharp corners. You want it to feel good in the hand. So you want some facets here. So we're going to do that in this next heat, then flip it around and work on the back part. I'll go ahead and just do that off camera, and we'll flip it around. We'll actually work on the tail end and draw out the struck end now. Okay, so you saw me cold working it there a little bit. That's basically just to planish out some of the facets. I'm going to heat this up one more time for a annealing heat. But I was just planishing up and cleaning up some of my facets that didn't quite come out the way I was wanting them to. But basically that's the shape there. So I will go ahead and take another heat on this, finish cleaning out my facets. But real quick, what you're shooting for is you're looking for a tool that is roughly 3 inches or 75 mil long. The piece we started with was 50 mil long or 2 inches, and that was the starting size of the piece of the chunk of steel, which is a piece of coil spring. So we went from this here to this here. Now, your tools will vary in size based upon the thickness. The thickness of this coil spring is 1/2 inch or 12.5 mil round. And that's what we're making all these tools out of. So I'll try to make sure I be clear about that in future videos as well, as I was in the first ones. And then the last little nugget of information I'm going to give you here is you want to try to take and make sure that your tapers meet up in the center. It just makes it look a little nicer, and then it will also help with the tool's functionality and resistance to bending or flexing of any sort, which causes skating when you're using it. So without further ado, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section as usual. I'll leave some links here to the different videos that I have made on this subject if you want to have any interest to go check those out. And like always, God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.